right? So, Crystal, what we're going to do is take a big deep breath and a big step back, right? I'm not calling on empty space. Your square peg, square hole, square peg, square hole, right? I'm calling as a business owner. I have 36 locations in 3 states. I am looking to build on my empire. So the way that I do this is a little different. I'm interested in infrastructure, right? Gas, water, electric that exists in these laundromats. So I'm not calling on an empty space, all right? Can you see what's going on at
Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, we have someone occupying that.
100%? It's a laundromat. Okay, let me take a wild guess. You don't tour your facilities, you don't go out and collect the rent hand to hand. You're not looking at these tenants. So, whether or not it's a Mexican restaurant or a laundromat, this laundromat is horrific. They've got 30-year-old equipment, it's falling apart. There really aren't any customers other than the homeless zombies that hang out there. But you're listening, right?
Yeah, I'm listening. What do you want me to do?
Nothing but understand.
So how can I help you?
Nothing but understand. So the understanding is this tenant, maybe they're a great tenant. Maybe they got 10 years remaining on their lease. I hope that they do. I'm not asking. This tenant is not running a good or even decent or even fair to the public business. So that's fine. As long as they pay the rent, who cares, right? As long as Crystal's collecting rent, who cares? At some point, when they vacate, I just want to talk to you about a potential lease, that's all. Because like I said, what's that word? Infrastructure. I'm after infrastructure. I'm interested in the gas, water, electric. What can you do? Well, maybe nothing today. If they are a good tenant, like I said. Now, if you look at the rent rolls, and I'm not asking about your rent rolls, that's not my business. It's none of my business. But if you look at those rent rolls and you say, oh my goodness, these folks are month to month. We don't want month to month tenants. I own buildings, I know. You go into that Monday meeting and say, guys, I've got someone who's got a bunch of locations who wants to build up our center, make this laundromat what it should be by spending hundreds of thousands on washers and dryers. That's really what we do. And that time, maybe tomorrow, next week, next year, or a decade from now, hopefully Crystal is still gainfully employed. And I will tell you, there's a couple spots in here where they've removed equipment. This is important to me. You know, they pull out a washing machine, right? Now you've got a gaping hole where a child could get hurt. There's 220 electric, water, drains.
Daniel, hello.
Hi.
Sorry to cut you off. I'm not sure if I'm the right person that you should contact with. Where did you get my phone number?
There's a sign in the plaza.
Hmm. Because I have a boss in here, and I think you should talk to her. So maybe you
I'm
can
sorry,
shoot me
you
an
have a
email so she
boss?
can contact you.
I'm sorry?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Yeah, who do I speak with?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not familiar about it, but you can shoot me an email, and I can forward that to them for them to take a look at it.
Okay, you started with that. Crystal, no offense whatsoever. Is English your first language?
No,
Okay. Well, God bless
is
you.
that a problem?
I only speak English and barely, so I can get my face slapped in a few languages, but your English seems fantastic. It seems hard for me to understand how you don't get what I am saying because I'm trying to be clear. I want to rent a laundromat when your current tenant fails. You understand?
If that's what you only said, yeah, I do understand, but you're saying a bunch. You're saying that you are going to replace and all of those things. So that's why I'm redirecting you to send an email just to be sure that I delivered that message
Hmm.
correctly, since I'm not
No,
sure
no, we're getting
if
somewhere.
those.
Sure. I can. if I'm paying by the hour, I might want somebody to be very, very curt with their words. If I'm paying by the word, I probably want even less. So I was trying to paint a picture for you. Are you a real estate agent?
No.
Okay. Who's your boss? Who am I going to be sending an email to?
That to her.
So you're gatekeeping your boss. Do you think I'm selling something?
I'm not.
Sure you are. You're
No, I'm
gatekeeping
not
your boss. I
gatekeeping.
can send you an email,
I'm
you're
not
telling me. Sure you are.
gatekeeping.
Yes, you are.
I'm
That's the term.
trying.
That's what it means.
Oh my God! If you're gonna contact me with this attitude, I'm not sure about that.
My attitude is a
trying to give
hard-charging
you.
business person who does
My
business
God.
on the
I'm trying to give you my
multi-million
email
dollar
address,
level,
and
young
we are the
lady.
ones talking.
Sure.
Okay,
What's
so
your
I'm
email
gonna
address?
forward that to
Shoot
my
it.
boss.
What's your email address?
You're stressing me out.
How's your cock? I hear. Why is there a chicken in the background? She hung up. My God, you're stressing me out. And then she hung up. Tree, where are you on these notes, bro? She asked me where I got the number. Why didn't you jump into the notes and write down where you got the number and help me out?
Oh, so they add, because I put it to the first box, I just add up onto it. I obtain the number from the first file owner.
Okay, but I'm looking at pages and pages and pages of notes. So if you don't mind, when I'm talking to someone like this and I'm sort of stuck, right? You just write foot spa, right? Imagine that, foot spa. Because she probably knows that there is no sign with her number on it. Imagine if you did this. See what I'm doing? Can you see my cursor?
Yeah, I see it.
Foot spa, Danny. Boom. Make it 30 inches tall and just keep pressing bold, not bold. It's just hard. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not magic. Let's call her back because she deserves it. Here we go. This is the gatekeeper who didn't even provide her email, but she says she's not a realtor. Is she? Is she supposed to be a realtor?
I'm not sure. I just.
Okay, well, let's find out.
Okay.
Let's call her back. I know you're going to
Please hold while I
subscribe.
try to connect you.
Okay, because you don't want to miss this kind of stuff.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail.
Strange.
Chris, no one is available to take your call.
Strange.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up.
Tree, what I want you to do to behoove your future potential here, this place is an armpit. It's disgusting. It's filthy. And I did ask her for a reason if English is her first language because I have respect for that. Tons of it. You know, if I call a 17-year-old, male or female, who's working in this industry, who's answering a telephone and asking me how they can help me, I'm going to say the same thing. But I guess I was too flowery in my language, right? And at the very beginning, what did she say? You're going to have to send an email. What did she say at the end?
Yes, you have to send the email and she's gonna forward it to her boss.
Did you write anything down while we were talking?
No, I'll put it right out there.
It's a yes or no question. I can't hear you. Did you
No,
write
I
anything?
didn't. No,
Why?
no, I didn't.
How many dozens of emails, how many dozens of videos have you seen on YouTube where I beg my clients to take notes? I'm busy talking to this gal. I assume you'll take.
Okay.
Did you know I want you to take notes?
No, that's what I asked you real quick. I didn't really hear what you said. But I put,
You
I take notes and
didn't
then-
know that I want you to take notes while we're on these calls. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, I didn't know.
Yes, you did know.
I did not know.
Oh, you didn't know. Okay. So did you read any of the writings that I sent to you when you hired me? Did you read any of the emails and the pages and pages of descriptions on what we'll be doing together in the Google document?
Yes, I did. I was put it right after. I was about to write everything down because I didn't have my computer started. But
Is this important to you, Tree?
it is.
If you sold newspapers, right, and they sat you down in front of a computer and you're making minimum wage, and they said, the auto dialer is going to call every number in LA County. When someone picks up and says hello, you say, hi there, my name is Tree. I work for the LA Times. You're reading off of a script. Would you consider getting the Times if I was able to provide the first 6 months at half off the newsstand price? No, thank you. I'm not interested. Well, ma'am, can I ask why? I mean, you can't just watch television all day. It's really exciting to have that newspaper in your hand. You've still got her on the hook, right? You're reading from the script. You're reading rebuttals. Well, you know what? I'm from Chicago and I get the Tribune. Click, she hangs up. If you didn't write anything down, you'd be fired from that minimum wage job. Don't you think?
Yes.
Do you think that's fair?
I have it on my. No, it's not. It's not fair.
You don't think it's fair that you got fired from your minimum wage job because you didn't take notes, even though they told you to. They begged you to. It's not important, right? Who cares? Apparently, you don't care. Why would you take notes? Explain that to me. Why does the LA Times want you to take notes?
To make sure, just to make sure that we have a history of what's going on with the client.
I'm sorry, what?
If you're active, to have some history, so we can go back and see if what we've done so far.
Okay, good, close. Do you know what CRM is?
No, do not.
Customer Relations Management, okay, CRM. Tell me what you should have written down when you called Mrs. McGillicuddy. She said,
No, I'm from Chicago. I get the Sun Tribune every day. Goodbye.
what should you have written down?
She's not interested.
What?
She is not interested.
No. See, now, here's why CRM is important, Tree, because the next person after you get fired is going to come in, and that auto dialer is going to call Mrs. McGillicuddy's same telephone number. She's going to say hello, and that person's going to have zilch, zip, nada to go by. They don't know shit. Now, what if I was a really good salesman, the top telephone salesman, and my auto dialer pulls that up, and Tree left a note there because he was one of the other top salesmen. He said, Mrs. McGillicuddy says she gets the Chicago Sun-Times. Now when the phone rings, I say, Mrs. McGillicuddy, my name's Danny. How about them Cubs?
Oh, my goodness. I like your style. What are you selling?
Customer Relations Management. Tree, I'm hanging you out to dry here. Do you know why? Because you are indicative of so many clients. Is this phone call that we just made more important or less important than you selling newspapers by the hour?
More important, of course.
How much more important? Because to you, it's not that important. It's not important enough to leave any notes. Is this still a lead for you?
Yes.
Okay, but what are we going to do next?
I'm gonna put the notes right now.
Okay. But you've forgotten most of what was said, right?
No. I was looking right down on the because I didn't have my computer.
You're too concerned about what I'm asking you to do in the moment. What are we going to do next? If you would have noted that, you'd know. I already asked you to do something. Find out.
I thought you said you were calling back.
Find out if blank is a blank.
Oh, she's a realtor.
Find out if Crystal's a realtor.
Do you think it's better to just get the leasing number off the building?
It's very hard to hear you. I have no idea why. Are you on a headset? Are we on speaker? Is your Wife, girlfriend listening in?
I'm on the headset, but I'm in the hospital, so it's kind of.
Let's turn that headset off and
No.
try to have a meaningful talk here.
Hello?
Oh my goodness, that's better. It doesn't sound like you're speaking through a tin can and a string any longer. Thank you. You do business on the phone all day?
Yes, I do I get calls here and there, and then just.
Well, those people
Work
can't
with
hear a
other
word
people.
you're saying. I hate to tell you. It's 99% better now. And no one bothered to tell you that. Mrs.
No
McGillicuddy.
one ever asked me. Yeah, I spoke to a lot. I mean, I talk to people on the phone daily, and no one ever.
If Crystal happens
issues
to
with
be a
it.
real estate agent, she is beholden to, she is charged with certain, she has to look out for not only someone who dials in and wants something, but also her boss and her landlord. Now, the way she answered, I kind of doubt that she is, but you've probably heard me dozens of times talk to these landlords' agents, and I say, "Are you a real estate agent?" And it's the way I say it. They never say no, because that's a lie, but they say it's none of my business, or they want to move on with their life. Because what? What did I do to this young woman? I explained in exquisite detail what we hoped to do, and then maybe it's a little personal, but I wanted to know if it's her first language. Find out if she's a real estate agent, okay?
Okay.
Let's try again. Let's call her just one more time. Here we go. She won't answer. She's scared. This is, and she's also perhaps offended because where'd you get my number? You didn't help me by saying the foot spa. That's crazy, right? You did good work. You went in there and did you get your feet done?
No happy ending. I was about to, but
I always tell you to get your feet
it
done.
wasn't.
Buy a slice of
I'm
pizza.
just kidding.
Don't buy pizza
Yeah.
and put it on your feet. But we have to become a patron. Then all of a sudden, $10 tip on top of that. And you say, hey, who's your landlord? Let's try her again. Here we go. $1,000 says she doesn't
Please
answer.
hold while I try to
No.
connect you.
Please hold. Please hold. No.
Your call has been forwarded to the
Oh,
voicemail for
no.
Crystal Romo now.
Oh, no. She didn't answer. She's scared. I'm not going to call from a blocked line. I'm not going to send her a text. You're going to do some more work. And then from now on, I don't expect you to write down every word I say. In fact, I don't expect you to write down anything that I say. What I expect you to do is little bullet points like I'm doing now, right? I don't understand. Who said that? She did. English is my second language. She said that, right? Forget about everything that led up to it. You don't have to type what I say. I talk a lot. What's the last thing she said before she hung up the phone?
To email her.
So you've forgotten the gist of the conversation and the actual things she said. My God, you're stressing me out. Right? H/UP. And then she hung up. Kooky. If you were listening in and you owned a real estate investment trust, you were the lead broker in California, and you were listening into this girl make this call, and I'm not only asking you, Tree, I'm asking YouTube, would you fire her or at least have a strong discussion with her? Or would you say, you're right, that man was mean to you? Which one?
Have a discussion.
Of course, at least.
Yeah.
Hey.
'Cause I know you come out pretty firm and straightforward. I think
Yeah,
some people they're probably don't.
Did he use
understand.
foul language? No. Did he
No.
speak down to you? No. When you talk to someone with a 186 IQ, right? and yours is 97, I don't mean you. You speak 2 languages, God bless you. When you talk to someone who's going in another direction and you're sitting still, you might as well be sitting on the train tracks. Good analogy? I don't know. Figure out who she is, what that organization is. Did you Google the telephone number once you got it?
Yes, it says with no information.
Okay.
But the one on the building itself, it's a real.
What else did
realtor
she say? Give me just
company.
one other line. Take a deep breath, calm yourself, and act like you're telling your best friend about this whole crazy conversation. Just give me another nugget.
I know she wasn't interested. Just how her
You
demeanor
said
was.
that to begin with. I don't give
But-
a fuck if she's interested. She doesn't need to be interested. Do you think these people are paying commensurate rent and paying it on time, seeing this laundromat? What do you think?
No.
It's a shithole. Are they serving the community? Yes or no questions?
No, they're not.
Would you do laundry in there, or worse yet, send your wife and kids in there?
No.
But she doesn't want to hear any of it because when I called, she said, "What's the address?" "Oh, we don't have, what type of business are you in?" I'm supposed to say, "I make Braille dartboards." She said, "Oh, what a great business idea. First and last month's rent, $87,000 a month. Come in and sign on the line." That's what they hired her to do. And the very minute that I said, "Hold on, here's what I'd like to do," and I spoke eloquently, she said, "Warning, warning, salesman, salesman, ah!" Well, go ahead and send an email. What she said, I ask you to give me a quote. I'm begging you to give me a quote. Let's ask YouTube. Start quoting what was happened, what was said, what had happened. What's important? What did she say that was important? The general feeling that she was not interested was never discussed. She said she didn't understand, which I believe. I said, "I want to take over the lease when your tenant fails." Okay, I understand that. And then she said, "You need to speak to my boss." Is her boss a man or a woman? Real question. Tree.
Yeah. She didn't say. She wants
Yes,
to
she
say you
did.
first.
Yes, she did.
She did.
Yes, she did. She alluded. She didn't say my boss is a woman with a C cup. She said her, she, something of that nature. I just remember this, okay? Don't get upset by what's going on YouTube. If I were you, I wouldn't even look at the video other than to check out what she said so you can get the notes, okay? I'm not chastising you. I'm not picking on you. But I'll tell you what, you haven't shown me that you're taking this seriously. Why didn't you write anything down?
No, I was on my phone. I asked in the beginning, but before you dialed, I wasn't sure.
You asked me,
first
and I can
time-
see that you're in the document. I don't know that you're on your phone.
Yeah, so the first time, you took some of the notes. I wasn't sure. I'm like, maybe you
Oh,
took
the
notes? I
first
wasn't-
time I took some notes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to show you my acronyms. I'm trying to show you my shortcuts, right? What does
Okay.
YCHBFTV mean?
I don't know. It's confusing for me. I'm not.
It's confusing. Then ask, speak up. What does PHWITTY mean? When you call Crystal's number, it says, "Please hold while I try to connect you." And then you hear some music. And then she either picks up and says, "Hello," or you hear, "Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voicemail." 4. And then she says, Crystal Stiggystein. I never really got her last name. Did you?
No, I didn't.
I wish that I could take this much time with every client and pray and hope that they understand. But what I do instead is I make a video with a client and then I show it to others. Did you watch the videos at the top of the Google document when you hired me?
I watch all your videos, Danny.
Okay. Well, if
All
you
of them
have
too.
thin skin, don't go watch this one because I'm not chastising you. I've said it, I'm not poking fun at you. I'm just trying to use this as a teachable moment, right?
Yes.
Good. I appreciate you. Find some more stores. With this store, this woman doesn't tour these locations. She's so low on the totem pole, doesn't even care. Find out what, I don't mean sit in her bushes and see where she lives. Be careful. What I'm saying is figure out what this is all about. Who are these folks? And if I would have said I got the number from the foot spa, it really would have helped me. What do I say? In writing, every time. This is my original Google document. I must know how you obtained the number in the event that the landlord asks me. And you did write foot spa. I see that. I obtained the number from the owner of a foot spa. She spoke little English, so I was able to speak to her son about leasing contact info. Good for her. I'm cutting you loose, Tree. Say goodbye.
Okay. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, buddy. You know, there's guys that dig ditches and operate heavy equipment and they run bricks up and down. They save lives. They do stuff that I did in my past and they still do it. They're younger men and they say, how hard could it be to sit in a office? Well, all right, let's do this real quick. Any naysayers out there? Anybody out there who's watching this, who knows a little something about me? Probably won't happen. Even in the comments in this evergreen video. What do I mean when I say that? An evergreen video is a video that was live and I left it up. I always leave my lives up. Unless there's a teachable moment, maybe this one will go down and go into the course. And when the course buyers in 6 months or 6 years or 6 days buy it, they'll see something that teaches them something. Now, we heard 3 things from Tree, right? Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to take notes. But moments later, he said, well, you took the notes the first time, so I just assumed that you would do it. Which is it? It can't be both. If there's anyone in here who thinks I'm full of please, in the top chat, say it. Let me know. I know whom I'm preaching to. All you choir members are great, but I also like to whip it up with regular folk, all right? And I don't mean some child that wants to say something silly. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me my negotiating techniques are way off. Eric says, hey, Eric. Eric, send me an email. I want your number. I'm going to put you on one of these things. What I don't do enough of is constantly show the people like Eric who are getting a silly course and then getting 1, 2, 3, how many up to, Eric? 4, 5, 7 free laundromats. Seriously. Because I don't do this for money. The other fake guru, one of their videos just popped up. The others, all about the dollar signs, man. Hi there, good afternoon. Welcome to the Laundromat Show. Where's the button? Where's the button?
Hey, welcome to the Laundry Show. I'm Bob Cockennuts, and this is my partner, Skinny Fat and Loose. How's it going over there on the West Coast? How's it going in the middle of America?
How long are you going to listen to that shit? The number one, what's the term I'm grappling for? We're in the matrix to learn. We're here in YouTube to learn how to change the transmission on your 87 Toyota Corolla, how to swap out the windshield on your Humvee, how to do a laundromat correctly. Has anyone taught you? Anyone? Tell me. Love to hear it. I think there's a delay on this video, so I have to deal with that. It's my fault. Philip says, hello, peeps. Hey, Phil. Rich 5, looking into purchasing a laundromat. Do you have a course, my friend? Oh, boy, an e-course. Rich, are you caught up? Rich 5. Rich 5, are you caught up? Rich 5, let me know if you're caught up. Help me out, guys. A lot of times people come into these lives and they can fast forward to the end or they're languishing. Rich 5 is your YouTube name. I don't know if that's your name. I assume it's Rich. Maybe you got 5 kids, 5 dogs, 5 wives. I don't know. Lee, hey, Danny, my birthday coming up on the 5th of October. I'll be 35, Danny. I'm getting old, but looking sexy. These landlords better give me my birthday gift on my month of October. I hope so for you, buddy. Keep scouting. Put them in front of me. Hello, Danny from Connecticut. Hey, Marty. You're supposed to take notes, bro. Come on now. It's simple. We in school, bro. I can't do Lee's voice. You got to be serious about getting a laundromat. He ain't serious. I think he's timid. That's all. Phil, I listen to a lot of these live and recorded events Danny does. Taking notes is common knowledge. Get it together. Also, read everything. Stupid is as stupid does. Lee, bro, keep scouting, looking. My God, it's not hard. Have sense. Don't be picking on Tree. Tapping in from Brooklyn. Hey, Aiken. Candace is here. Hey, Danny, I missed the first part of this live, but I'll be watch replays to get up to speed. Yes, don't miss it, Candace. Candace, I want to talk to you. I want you to send me an email, by the way. Something not laundromat related, not personal either, a business thing. Send me an email, danny@freelaundromat.com. That goes for all of you louts. You don't have to get my course for me to answer an email. I really wish that Rich 5 would chime in looking into purchasing a laundromat, he says. Guys, do we purchase laundromats? Good God. Do you have an e-course, my friend? Rich is probably gone. Rich 5, going. Okay. Who would sell a success? Rich, if you watch this, dude, keep watching. Don't go buy a laundromat for the. He wants an e-course, folks. He wants an e-course on how to buy a laundromat. Fake guru. Plenty of those out there, bud. Phil says no. Correct, we don't. Joshua, no. Joshua, no. 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 How do you get into the laundry business? Go watch a couple playlists. My kids make fun of me because when I get a text, it's like the deaf people app. Bells and whistles, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to tell you to go comment on my video. You know what? You, because you guys won't do it anyway. Go comment on this video. Show me you actually like me. Not in the top chat, but in the video. As soon as I end this live stream, go to the video, find it in my most recent lives, and make a comment. Atomic Penguin asks, is there a good way to find out the age of machines in a laundromat? Is it a judgment call of how old to look for? Will they usually be a serial number? Who gives a shit? Who cares? If you saw my course, you would know that someone has 20-year-old equipment, but it's 100% operating, they're running a good business. If you saw my course, you would know the mentality of the consumer. They don't care how old the equipment is. They care if it cleans their clothes, and they care if they can get in and out quickly. So if you have 150 machines and 70 of them are broken, no matter how old they are, the customers leave. If they have to wait for a machine, they assume it's circumstance. You go to the DMV, you expect to wait. You expect to wait for hours. You could have gone home and done it online, but you didn't. Circumstance. You may blame the DMV, you may get angry, but you're not going to burn the place down. In this case, these folks are not going to come back. No one on this side of the fence is telling you the age of the equipment matters. Okay? Aiken, my Aiken ass says, we'll definitely be sending you an email. I'm new around here on your YouTube. And while I work on generating capital, I will purchase your course and gather knowledge on this industry/venture. Well, Mr. Aiken, very smart, well put together, well punctuated comment, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I also would like to say, I would appreciate if you get the course and then you can go within the course and make tons of comments, and you guys are all talking to each other inside the course. It's fun. There's quizzes in there that you don't have to take. They're sort of funny. Feel like you're taking your driver's test again, but I did those purposefully to be funny. And then when you do email me, you'll be coming from a more intelligent place. Because right now, Aiken, you can email me, should I have cards or cash in my laundry? You might have a myriad of questions, and those basics are answered in the silly course. And the deep philosophy. There's no second course. Oh, now that you've spent this, spend that. That's what we all expect, right? If you hope and wish and pray to get my actual Swaler phone number, within the course, you can pay a few bucks. All right, let's see how many 34 of you actually love me. Go over and comment in the thing. Do I have to give you a topic? The topic is uncles. 34 comments in the next 3 minutes. Uncles. Go. Later. Try not to be an idiot.